Hello, everyone. Welcome again to International English Guru, where dreams come true. I'm delighted today to be with Komal. She's our star of the day who needed only 50 but has scored 60 plus in every single module, and her speaking is 78. Overall, her score is 66. This is awesome. Well done, Komal. Very, very good. So what was your course like? Was it a customized course or was it a guarantee course?
Ma'am, it's a guarantee course.
Okay, so, and where do you live?
I'm living in India, Gujarat, Navsari.
Oh, wow, sweet. Okay. I must add here, Komal is a very well-mannered girl. I mean, you know, we're speaking to students all the time, but her manners, they won the heart of every single teacher who spoke to her. And later on during our staff meetings, they all told me, you know, Komal is very sweet. You know, she's great to deal with and she's got great manners, ma'am. So let me tell you, every single teacher loved you, Komal, and including me, because whenever you were with the sessions, in the sessions with me, I love to have you, and you've got a beautiful, wonderful personality. So keep it up. Now, talking about your experience, how was your entire experience with International English Guru's online course?
Ma'am, it was amazing experience. In fact, I miss online classes after I finished my classes. Okay. So and madams every day call ma'am, felt me that I must have to do hard work and achieve my score anyhow.
Right.
My experience was completely awesome, ma'am. I have never experienced such type of teaching from any of the institution. In fact, in India, I have attended some of the online classes, but right. I never have this type of experience, ma'am. Amazing experience, seriously, ma'am.
Oh, sweet. Thank you so much. So what do you think made it different or special, Komal?
Ma'am, one-on-one coaching is a make it special, as each and every student have their own teachers. So they can discuss their problem, they can share their weaknesses. In fact, I share my weaknesses with Christy ma'am, and she guide me accordingly. So I speak fluently in my read aloud because I have breathing problem. I can't control my breathing. So she guide me in such a good way, so I can read it fluently without any mistakes, ma'am.
Wow.
So that is the one of the best thing about International Guru, and which make them unique.
Oh, sweet. Thank you so much. That's a great compliment. So, Komal, you had, how was the timing issue sorted out? Because you're in India, we're in Sydney here. How would you gel with your teacher? How would she check your work? And how did everything happen?
Okay, ma'am usually ask me when she called me. So I asked her to call me in the Indian afternoon, as in morning I prepare for the test and give one mock test, and then after that she marked the test, and then in afternoon she called me and discussed the test with me and suggest me the homework which I have to done for the practice, such as read aloud or repeat sentences.
Right.
In that way we communicate with each other, ma'am.
Right. All right. So, Komal, your speaking score, you pointed out towards the breathing issue, and still you managed a high score of 78, which is commendable. How did you hit such a high score?
Ma'am, frankly speaking, when I came from the test, I was afraid of my speaking, as I hesitate in other not a read aloud and repeat sentences, other parts. But I was afraid. I thought that maybe I got only 65 in the speaking, but at the end I got 78, and I couldn't believe on my eyes when I see my result. Because it's 78, it is equivalent to 8 bands in IELTS. So that's an amazing thing, ma'am. And it is special because of the Christy ma'am.
Right. So your allocated teacher worked really hard with you to improve your scores there. That's great. Now, your reading score is also great. It's 68. You've hit a 7 when you were targeting only 6. So it's actually more than 7, you know. 65 makes it 7, and you've got 68. And students, they struggle so hard to get 65, and here you go with 68. What all went into it? What all helped you to get this score?
Ma'am, only practice and guidance of teacher is really matter, because I follow each and everything which is told by my tutor and do practice every day without forget. And in fact, I note down each and every practices in my word file, and I send it to the ma'am for checking. And whenever I have any confusion, she told me to mark that particular blank and 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 she will explain that what type of mistake I have done and how I can solve this particular thing. So in that way, ma'am, I make strong my reading, and I got score of 68, ma'am.
That's great. Now, writing is 62 and listening is 60. So when you were targeting 50, getting 60 and 62 is also great enough. But when I'm looking at speaking and reading, I'm like, hey, why are they sitting down? You know, you tend to be greedy. So where exactly, if you have to suggest someone that, look, work hard in these areas to get your scores higher than where they are, what would you suggest?
Ma'am, if they are facing trouble in the writing, then they must have to work on their spellings. As before joining IEG, my spellings were really poor. In fact, ma'am told me that you need to work on the spelling. So I work in the spellings and grammar. Of course, grammar was still a little bit weak, but it's a comparison with the past. It's now strong. So they are the main and content. Little bit of points are helpful, but we must need to know the points and relevant words in it. And about the listening, then ma'am, concentration is must. In fact, when I was practicing at that time, I used to say to ma'am that, ma'am, I don't concentrate on it. So at that time, she told me that you need to do little bit of meditation so you can concentrate very well. So I used that as well, ma'am. I did meditation, and I also tried different things in speaking. In listening. So I can concentrate and understand properly and get the score of 60, ma'am.
Wow, that's so good. And you know, the compliment you gave initially, it's still in my head that you're going to miss International English Guru. That's so sweet. Overall, you feel that there's been a great improvement in your language skills and your personality after you joined International English Guru?
Of course, ma'am. In fact, I was not able to speak fluently like I am speaking now, but speaking with the Christy ma'am and other ma'am, I understand. I speak fluently. In fact, now I don't think that, okay, what next I should speak. I can speak fluently, ma'am.
Wow, that's great.
And it also helped me to manage my time, ma'am, because I work on time, that I have to complete certain things before ma'am called me, and before she asked me for the explanation. So I prepared in that way. Wow. So that make me disciplined girl, I can say.
Wow, that's sweet. You know, I have to add here that when a student is sincere, he ends up learning more from a teacher. And Komal, it is somewhere your own sincerity and the wonderful mannerisms you have that you've learned far more than what was actually planned to be given. So that the credit goes to you there, I'd say. Okay, now, if you have to think of any big mistake which other students can avoid who are targeting a score of 50 each, what would that be?
Ma'am, first mistake is that I don't join International Guru earlier. If I join earlier, then I can save much amount of money. My biggest mistake is not joining International English Guru earlier. If I join it earlier, then I can score more, and I can save some amount of money too.
That's very perfect. That's spot on. So you did all my lessons, and the lessons were online. They were available to you at any time of the day. What was your experience with my lessons?
Ma'am, your lessons are amazing. In fact, whenever I watch your lessons, I used to note down each and everything and what you said, and I understand directly. In fact, I don't have to revise and watch it again. But I understand it everything, and in fact, I watched 2 times for better remember.
That's good.
So your lessons were amazing, ma'am. I feel that you are in front of me and I'm teaching in the classes as well.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Which lesson did you like the most?
Ma'am, spelling one. In fact, I used to do mistake in the spellings because of I-N-E. That is my weakness. In fact, I watched that lessons for 2 times so I can understand it more. And after that, I didn't do any type of mistakes. And that told my score, which is 84 in spellings.
Wow.
So spelling lesson is my favorite, one of the favorite lessons, ma'am.
Right. So you joined the guarantee course, and in guarantee course, we've got more advanced lessons, the lessons which cover things more in depth. and more elevated lessons. So I know I'm teaching things which are having a lot of experience transferred to students through those lessons. So any lesson from the guarantee course which you want to talk about, that, you know, that particular one was great? What about the lesson on reading investigation? Do you remember that one?
Yes, ma'am. I attend that lessons as well. In
Yeah.
fact, I watched the video and they are amazing because some of the blanks were also repeated in the exam when I gave the exam.
Right.
So I remember the answer because I watched that lessons, and your teaching method is really very good, and because of that I remember all the answers.
Wow, that's so good. Thank you so much, Komal. Komal, any one sentence about International English Guru? I mean, it's a difficult thing because there are so many things one can talk about, but then if,
yes,
you know, in one sentence, someone asks you to define International English Guru, how would you say that?
Ma'am, International Guru is excellent and in fact amazing classes. One must join these classes, ma'am. Oh. They are really very helpful to achieve your dream.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Komal. We'll be glad to see you. Yes, may God bless you and bless you with good health and a wonderful life.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye.